I found my dad's secret affair. Now I have to decide whether to destroy my family's peace. I just found out something about my dad that I'm still struggling to wrap my head around. Something that's been eating me alive since the day I uncovered it. I never thought my father, the man I looked up to my whole life, could be capable of something like this. He wasn't just a successful businessman. He wasn't just the man who always had the right answers, who always knew how to fix things. No. He was also a liar, a cheater. And worst of all, he didn't just ruin his own life. He ruined the lives of everyone around him. I found out about the affair by accident. I was going through some old papers in the attic, stupid, I know. But it was one of those days where I had too much time on my hands and felt like digging through family stuff. I wasn't looking for anything, but I found it anyway. A stack of letters. Letters that weren't addressed to my mom. Letters from a woman I had never heard of, but somehow her name felt familiar. I couldn't make sense of it at first, but then I pieced it together. The dates matched up. The things she wrote matched up with the time period when my dad had his business troubles. The financial collapse we all blamed on the economy, turns out it was all part of the mess he created. He'd been juggling not just business debts, but debts of the heart, my mom. She had no idea. She still doesn't. And I don't know if I can ever tell her for years. I thought my dad was my role model, the guy who worked hard for his family, who sacrificed everything for us. I watched him work endless hours, come home exhausted, but still find the energy to play catch with me, to help me with my homework. I never once questioned why he was always gone. I just assumed it was for us. But he wasn't just working, he was hiding. And now I know the truth. The secret that had been buried all these years. I'm not sure what hurts more, that my dad lied to all of us or that he never told me the truth. He could have told me, but he chose to keep it all hidden. Let me live in the illusion of the perfect family. Now that I'm older, I realize how much he kept from me. The choices he made, selfish, reckless choices, have followed me. Our family's financial ruin, the brokenness, the constant moving, the fights. It wasn't just bad luck. It was his mistakes, his affair. I know I'm an adult now, but that doesn't change the fact that everything feels like a lie. I spent years of my life thinking my dad was a saint, and now I know he's far from it. The worst part, I can't decide what to do with this knowledge. Do I confront him? Shatter the illusion and bring all the pain back into the open? Do I tell my mom? She's still holding on to the piece she has left, still seeing him as the man who once made her proud. But what kind of son does that make me? Would I be doing it for me, for some twisted sense of justice, or would I be doing it for her? I've been thinking about this nonstop for weeks, and I'm no closer to a decision. The thought of telling her, ripping apart the last piece of happiness she has, keeps me awake at night. She doesn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve to know the truth. Not now. After everything, she's fragile. Her whole world is built on the man my dad pretended to be. If I shatter that, what's left for her? What's left for me? I wish I could just forget what I've learned. I wish I could go back to a time when I didn't know, but I can't unknow it. The more I think about it, the more I feel like a part of me is gone, like my entire perception of my childhood has been twisted. I feel angry, betrayed, but also lost. What do I do with this knowledge? I can't help but wonder. Is it better to keep the secret buried, protect my mom's peace, and let my father's mistakes die with him? Or do I expose it, knowing the cost it could have on everyone? I wish I knew the answer. But all I feel right now is the weight of the choice that's hanging over me. And it's heavy. So heavy. I just don't know what the right thing is anymore, I guess. I guess I'm asking if anyone's ever been in my shoes. What would you do? Would you expose the truth or let it die with him?